This lesson you're looking at factorising quadratics. You put the title, grade and date. Make sure you've underlined the title with a ruler as well. So the last couple of lessons you've been looking at expanding the double brackets and multiplying them out. What we're looking at now is putting them back into brackets. So in other words, doing the opposite of what we've done for the last couple of lessons. So for this first example, what we're going to do is start off by writing both brackets. Now, there's a couple of little tricks that we can use in order to find out what needs to go into the brackets. First thing, if we've got an x squared, that therefore means we are going to need an x in both brackets. This is going to be the case for every single question that you do over the next couple of lessons. To work out what numbers go into the brackets to get these two parts, we need two numbers that multiply together to give us 16. So our options here are 1 and 16, 2 and 8, and then 4 and 4. The one that we select is the pair of numbers that combine either by adding or subtracting to make 10. So we can either use adding or subtracting for that. Now the two that jump out that I can use to make 10 are 2 and 8. If I were to add both of these together, they would give me 10. So because I'm adding both, I put plus 2 and plus 8 to give us our answer. You could also have done it the other way round, so plus 8 in this one and plus 2 in this one. Our next example, x squared plus 12x plus 32. So we start off by putting our double brackets, and of course because there's an x squared there, we need an x in both. I then need two numbers that multiply together to make 32. So my options are 1 and 32, 2 and 16, 4 and 8. I need two of these then that I can combine together to make 12, either by adding or subtracting. So looking through the list, 4 and 8, if I were to add 4 and 8 together, they would make 12. So I'm going to put plus 4 and plus 8 into the brackets, because 4 plus 8 would make the 12. If you're not sure, you can always check. I'd do x times x to make x squared. X times 8 would give me 8x. 4 times x, 4x. And 4 times 8, 32. So combining all that together, that would give us what we started with. This should be enough information to now attempt section 1. If you can have about 15 to 20 minutes maybe working through that section, we'll have a look at the next bit after that. So for section 2, we've now got some questions where there's a minus at the end, because the two that we've looked at so far and all the questions we've seen so far have ended with a positive number. So here we've got to use a slightly different tactic, but it's still going to be the same idea. So we've got x squared plus 5x minus 24. So again, I'm going to need to have two brackets, and because there's an x squared, it's going to be an x in both. Same idea, two numbers that multiply together to make 24. So here my options are 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and then 4 and 6. Now none of these pairs of numbers add together to make 5. So that tells me I'm going to need a positive number and a negative number. In other words, I'm going to end up taking one of the numbers away. Well, 24 take away 1 is 23, 12 take away 2 is 10, 8 take away 3 is 5. So these are the two numbers that I'm going to use because I wanted to take away to make 5. To make positive 5, I would need to do positive 8, so I'm going to put plus 8, take away 3, to give me x plus 8 and x minus 3. The final example is this one. So again, I need an x in both. I need two numbers that multiply together to make 28. So I've got 1 and 28, 2 and 14, 4 and 7. Now, none of these add together, none of these pairs add together to make minus 3. So again, there must be a subtract somewhere in here. 28 take away 1 is 27, so that's no good. 14 take away 2 would give me 12, no good. 7 take away 4, now that would give me 3. I, however, want minus 3. So what I would have to do is 4 take away 7. That would give me the minus 3 that I wanted. So if I'm doing 4, I'm going to put plus 4. Take away 7, so minus 7. That is what's going to give me the bit that I need in the middle. You should now be able to attempt section 2. If there's any problems, ask Sir and get him to go through another couple.